Back in Syracuse as the Crunch gets set for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. Final game of the weekend for the Crunch. Syracuse has 2 wins to start the week. Wednesday over the Amherst and last night over the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. On Countdown to Crunch Time, I'm Lukas Favale, joined by Crunch assistant coach Karl Goehring, presented by Supercuts. Karl, last night, 2-1 win for the Crunch. Another low-scoring game, another defensive struggle here over the last couple weeks for the Crunch. What did you see last night?
First of all, Lehigh is a very good team. They were a good challenge for us. They play a great game, a hard game, and really give our guys credit for sticking with it last night. And I thought we really came out well in the third period, and that ended up being the difference for us.
Yeah, the Phantoms had control, I guess, of the second period, at least in terms of the shots, and they had 10 of the first 11 shots in that first period. And the Crunch found a way to settle things down, and the goaltending was terrific again. Eddie Pasquale was very strong in the second period, and then you said find a way to regroup and have a very strong third period. What changed between the second and the third?
I think guys just came out with a mentality and got our feet moving and started skating like we can. When our group is moving and playing with pace, it's a fun thing to watch, and we play some great hockey. So good lesson for us to know that hopefully that's a game we want to try to bring for 60 minutes and carry it into tonight, hopefully.
And again, these low-scoring games, back-to-back 2-1 wins for the Crunch over the Phantoms and over the Amherst. As we're heading in the stretch run, those are kind of, I guess, the playoff-type feels, those games, the low-scoring games where goals are harder to come by. I guess that's something good here heading down the stretch to build towards the playoffs, playing in games like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're seeing that across the league here. Everybody's gearing up with that mindset of trying to get into playoffs, and defense becomes even so much more important that time of year. You're not going to win games by 3 or 4 goals. It's usually the 1-goal games. So knowing how to play in those situations, preparing for that, being strong defensively all over the ice is going to be critical.
And especially the quality of opponents. Phantoms are the best team in the Atlantic Division. Beat them yesterday 2-1. The Amherst are battling for a playoff spot with the Crunch, with the Comets in that tight North Division race. Last weekend it was against the Charlotte Checkers, another team in the playoff position in the Atlantic Division. So playing a lot of good teams and a lot of tight games is a good thing moving forward.
No, absolutely here. And another great test tonight in Wilkes-Barre. They've got an excellent team here as well, and that's playoff hockey. You're going to see the best that time of the year, and you're going to see them bringing their best game. So it's great experience for us right now to be playing these teams and to start preparing with that mindset of thinking what's ahead here a little bit.
Crunch are getting set for the Penguins, as you said, and last night it was a 2-1 win over the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. You get that goal in the third period to go up 1-0. The Phantoms come back with a shorthanded goal to tie the game, kind of deflating. And the last 2 goals, the only 2 goals allowed by the Crunch the last 2 games have been shorthanded. But guys come back, they rally, and sometimes that could be a deflating goal, and you might see a team fold. But this team seems to find a way to dig deep every time, and they do it again last night to come out with a 2-1 win.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing I was impressed with our group last night. There was no wavering. Everybody stuck to it, kept their feet moving. We had a good shift right after that goal, and that's what it's going to take. You're going to deal with adversity down the stretch here. You're going to deal with adversity in playoffs, and learning how to respond to those situations is a great thing. But seeing that coming from our group was really exciting.
And the Crunch are getting set for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins tonight. Last night a 2-1 win here for Syracuse over the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Another impressive performance for the goaltending. Eddie Pasquale was very strong again for the Crunch, allowing just the 1 goal. It's now 7 straight games the Crunch have allowed 2 or fewer goals. Over that stretch, the Crunch goalies allowed just the 10 goals. Save percentage near .950. What's going well for the Crunch goalies over that time?
Well, again, it's certainly our guys goaltending-wise are working hard and contributing where they can and trying to be there when needed. But really goals against is a full team number for me. It's defense buying in, blocking shots. It's forwards tracking back, doing their responsibilities as well. So I like to look at it as a full team number, and I think guys are really buying in and doing it as a group here.
Yeah, and it's been really impressive to see the way that everyone has been playing, like you said, and the great competition right now with Connor Ingram and Eddie Pasquale playing so well, and it seems like they're elevating each other's games, whether it's at practice or the way they've been playing. That's a healthy competition between those two.
Yeah, it really is, and it's really good to see. And we had Peter Budaj this week, and I think that added to the mix as well. Just seeing how hard he works, it raises everybody's level having that competition. So it's healthy, and we want to just keep that going here.
And I think that's a credit to some of the guys we've seen this year. When Louis Domingue came in that trade earlier this year, the hard work and just the effort we've seen him put in. Same thing with Eddie Pasquale when the Crunch acquired him, and you said Peter Budaj this week. So that leads to the way that these guys have been playing, just the effort you see on and off the ice throughout the course of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, credit to them for coming to practice, ready to work, and ready to put in the time and effort. And again, it has been, like you said, whether it was Louis, Connor, whoever's been here, everybody's come in here with a great mindset and wanting to get better, wanting to help contribute.
Crunch are getting set for their final game of the weekend against the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. We're here with Crunch assistant coach Karl Goehring. It's the fourth and final matchup against the Penguins. Crunch won back-to-back games in a home-and-home series at the middle or the end of November, and that was really the beginning of a 10-game winning streak for the Crunch. It's been a while, obviously, but since these two teams have played, but it's a tough matchup here tonight for the Crunch.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got an excellent team here. We talked about discipline last night against Lehigh. I think that's going to be critical again here tonight against Wilkes-Barre. Don't want to give a team like them too many opportunities on the power play, but again, another great test for our group and a good opportunity for us to keep building our game.
All right, looking forward to it as the Crunch take on the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins for the final time this year. This is Crunch assistant coach Karl Goehring. Karl, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.